Hello, everybody. Happy Labor Day. Thanks for stopping by here as we continue our 2020 New England season project using Fast Drive Football, designed by Al Wilson. I'm your host, Steve Tower, and we are already into week 10 of our project here, and a season that started off kind of in a rough fashion with 4 straight losses. New England has now rebounded to have 4 straight wins and looking for number 5 that would put us just 1 game behind Buffalo. So Buffalo won this week, and as well as Miami. So, but a win here would definitely help us out a lot in staying in that AFC East divisional race. A couple other things to note going on around the league. We still have 2 winless teams: the Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars, both still looking for their first win. As Bill from High Volume Games joins us, welcome, Bill. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so and then our reigning king of the hill, the second game that we play, is Cleveland, who was off last week. They had their bye, so there was no King of the Hill match last week. They will be taking on Houston, looking to become repeat King of the Hill champs. Let's see if they are able to do that. So here we go. Let's head on down to the football field and get some action underway. So this is Baltimore visiting New England. So per my house rules, Baltimore will be getting the ball first. And will receive the second half kickoff. Baltimore has a nice mix of qualities, all semi-qualities on offense, semi-prolific, undisciplined, and inefficient, and then fully disciplined. On defense, they do have a semi-electric kick returner, though, so we'll be rolling the decide or die with this. And away we go. Brandon Baker joins us just in time for kickoff. Welcome, Brandon. And I will mention, in case people watching have not seen it yet, Al Wilson is posting a blog over on the Fast Drive Football page for a new expansion that's going to be coming out soon, where you get to design your own fictional league and then play it out. It looks really good. There's been 3 blog posts. He put up 2 today, so very exciting stuff. Looking forward to that. But for now, let's get some football. Baltimore receiving the opening kickoff, and they will start in average field position. Here we go. Jackson and company out on the field for the first drive of the game. They are definitely not a dull offense. Oh, that is going to be a touchdown run to open things. Oh, and a very long drive. 4 ticks will come off the clock, potentially more. We'll roll the red die with the extra point. Extra point is good, and Baltimore on top now, 7-0. And oh no, the ensuing kickoff, that is a fumble, the dreaded unlucky 13. So we'll roll here. Oh no, and the kicking team picks up a loose ball. Roll a d6 on an odd result. It's returned for a touchdown, and it is. Oh no! Wow. And just like that, it is suddenly 13-0. The extra point is good, and so Baltimore goes up 14-0. Oh no! Oh, disaster! Wow. All right, let's try that kickoff again, and it's a nice normal one. So the first time that New England offense is on the field, they are down 14-0. All right, well, so Cam and company have their work cut out for them. Passive defense, no, but they are not an active defense either. All right, so it's going to be a punt and another long drive, as 4 ticks will come off the clock. So here is the punt, and that will put Baltimore in average field position as they look to extend this lead. Oh, and we're going to have our first unusual result here. They are in average field position, so we'll be on table B. And a 2-5. Offense catches defense in a blitz with a perfectly executed screen. Oh, no. Touchdown, Ravens. That will be a 2-tick drive. Oh, no. Disaster here in this first quarter. The extra point is good. And in the blink of an eye, it is 21-0. Ravens on top. Here is the kickoff. New England will be in average field position. And a disastrous first quarter winding down here. Let's see. They are not a prolific offense. It is not an inept defense. That is going to be another punt, but they will try to pin Baltimore deep. And that's not going to work out. Baltimore going to be in great field position and trying to extend their early lead here. Let's see. Oh my gosh. No, that is going to be another touchdown. Let's see. This will be a touchdown run. And it will take us into the second quarter. And ouch, ouch, ouch. All right, so 2.5 minutes into the second quarter, they will score. Here is the extra point. The extra point is good, and it is 28-0. And I'm wishing I was just out drinking a beer for Labor Day weekend at this point. All right, New England back out on the field. Let's see if they can stop the bleeding here. Get on the scoreboard. 2-2-4. Not a reliable offense. Not an aggressive defense, so it'll be another punt. Ouch, as we got 10 minutes left in the half. Baltimore going to be getting the ball back. Oh, well, maybe not. Let's see. That is a fumble. And, oh, well, they're going to recover. All right, so Baltimore takes over in average field position. As Mark Russell joins us with his patented sense of humor. Thanks for tuning in, Mark. Oh, boy, yes. The Patriots going to have to labor to get back into this game. Let's see, but right now Baltimore on the field, not a staunch defense. Oh my gosh, that is going to be another touchdown run. And this is going from bad to worse. They only needed a minute 15 to get that. The extra point is good, and it is 35-0. Wow, and oh my gosh. There is another fumble on the kickoff return. Oh boy, but the return team's gonna recover after a mad scramble, and they'll start in poor field position. Yikes. You can see Bill Belichick just breaking his clipboard on the sidelines. All right, here we go. Let's see. 4-6-6. Staunch defense. No. Well, hey, they're going to march down the field and get a touchdown pass. Whew. So it won't be a shutout at least. Here comes the extra point, and the extra point is good. So the shutout is over. It's 35-7 with 6:15 left in the half. Baltimore comes back out in average field position. Let's see what they do. 3-3-5. They are not in great field position, so they're going to have to punt. But it will be a coffin corner punt. 2 ticks come off the clock. And that is going to pin New England deep. Ouch. All right, so 3 ticks left on the clock. This will take us right to the end of the half. They are not in great field position. They are the home offense, so they're going to get a field goal attempt as time expires. And the kick is up and good. And with that dramatic end of the half drive, they cut the deficit to just 35-10. Woo! Oh boy. All right, so here we go. New England will get the ball to start the second half, and they will start in average field position. All right, this will be a long drive. 1-2-6. Not reliable or meek, not shaky or aggressive. They're going to have to punt. So long drive comes up empty. And punt unit on the field. Baltimore will take over in average field position. They're up 25 points and with the ball here for the first time in the second half. Let's see. And they are going to get another touchdown on the ground. They are running wild, and it's another long drive. Wow, another 4 ticks come off the clock. Extra point is good. Wow, so 42-10. Just an absolute shellacking going on here in Foxborough. Somebody call the police. That's the Patriots. Just getting murdered here. 1-1-5. Poor field position. No. They're semi-erratic, but we don't get the dot. So a field goal attempt coming up. And just 1 tick comes off the clock. Field goal is good, but they can't match field goals with touchdowns and expect to try to claw back. Here is the kickoff. Baltimore comes back out in average field position. 3:45 on the clock for the third quarter. Let's see. Staunch defense. No, that is going to be another touchdown run. And everything is coming up Baltimore here in this game. Wow. The extra point is good. 49-13. This might be the highest scoring game I've ever rolled. We have 1 tick left on the clock for the third quarter. New England out on the field. Let's see. Not a solid offense. Not a mild defense. So they're going to have to punt. And that will take us into the fourth quarter. They punt the ball away, and Baltimore will be pinned deep. Oof. Well, at least the game's going by fast. Let's see. Prolific offense. They are semi-prolific. They don't get the dot. That would have been another touchdown run. Not an inept defense, though. So they're going to have to punt. And just 1 tick comes off the clock. Punt is up, and New England will be pinned deep. See if they can, well, I was about to say maybe make it a respectable score. But 1-3-5, that is going to be a fumble. And the hits just keep on coming. And Baltimore will take over in great field position. Figure they'd probably have the scrubs out there at this point. 2-4-5. They are not a dynamic offense, not porous either, so that's going to be another punt. 3 ticks come off the clock. And New England will be pinned deep. Let's see, 2-6-6. Passive defense, no. Clumsy or active, no. They're going to have to punt. And this game is mercifully coming to a close. Baltimore in average field position. See if they can just run out the clock here. Well, that's going to be a punt. Actually, only 1 tick will come off. And New England in average field position. Let's see, we have 2 ticks left. This will bring us to the end of the game. Poor field position. No, not undisciplined. A field goal attempt. I guess that, well, it's not even going to matter. Let's see. I guess they wouldn't even do that. We'll just say that that's the end of the game. All right, so there we go. 49. Ouch. To 13. Whew. Just total domination by Baltimore. As it was never close. I've never seen a score go up like that so quickly. Holy moly. Okay, let's erase that off the board. We don't need to analyze that anymore. Ooh, man, oh man. All right, so We'll get ready, and it will be our King of the Hill game coming up here. All right, here we go. So our King of the Hill is the Cleveland Browns. As the mayor has joined us in the chat room. All right, welcome. And sorry, it's not a. It wasn't an exciting first game. Well, I guess unless you're a Baltimore fan. All right, so the way our King of the Hill works is. I play out a second game in the current week that I'm in with the Patriots, and whatever team wins, they carry over into the next week. And as long as they keep winning, I keep playing out their games. We've had a couple teams that have repeated once, but nobody's made it to a third game. This would be Cleveland's second. They were on a bye last week, which is why our last game we did not have a King of the Hill game. And they're taking on Houston, and it's at Cleveland, so should be a fairly easy game for them. As you see, Houston has just a a plethora of bad qualities. Although they're semi-disciplined and semi-reliable on offense, and disciplined on defense, but everything else is bad. So we'll see what happens. Houston, the visiting squad, so they will get the opening kickoff. Here we go. Let's see if Cleveland can remain King of the Hill. Houston will start in average field position. And let's hope this is a little more competitive game. 2-3-6. Not prolific. They are porous. So a sack forces the offense off the field, and they're going to have to punt backed up deep in their own territory. Cleveland, the only quality they have is efficient. And they are going to start their first drive in, actually punt backed up, 35. Yeah, that's going to be average field position. Okay. All right, so here comes Baker and company. See what they can do. 2-2-3, undisciplined defense. No. And actually not a mild defense either. So they're going to have to punt. Ooh, and my marker is going off on me. Fortunately, I keep a spare right on hand. All right, and 2 ticks will come off the clock. Cleveland punting it back to Houston. Oh, and Houston's going to get a good return, and they will be in great field position. Let's see, 5-6-6, shaky offense. No, boy, they're just dancing around all their bad qualities. Not a staunch defense, so that is going to be a touchdown. Watson through the air, and it's a nice long drive, and Houston is going to be on the board first. Here comes the extra point. Extra point is good. Houston leads 7-0. Here early in the game, we got 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Cleveland comes back out. 2-4-5. Let's see. They are not dynamic. Oh, it is a soft defense, though. All right, so they're going to move up to a great field position, and we'll mark 1 time off the clock and re-roll. 2-5-5. Staunch defense. Absolutely not. They are in great field position, so that is going to be a touchdown run. And 2 more ticks will come off the clock. Here comes the extra point to tie it, and we are knotted up at 7 apiece. With 1:15 left in the first quarter. Houston will take over in average field position after the kickoff. And let's see if they can respond. Not a dull offense, not a staunch defense. That's going to be a touchdown pass. Wow, they answer right back. Actually, this is going to take us into the second quarter. Let's see, so they both scored once. And here's the extra point. Extra point is good. Houston takes the lead right back. They're up 14-7. And here comes the Cleveland offense. See if they can respond. 2, 3, 4. Dull or undisciplined offense? No, definitely not a staunch defense. That is going to be a touchdown pass. They answer right back, and we've got a shootout in the making. Extra point to tie it is good. Knotted up at 14 apiece. We have 11:15 left in the half. Houston back out on the field. Let's see. They are not in poor field position. Not undisciplined offense, so they're going to get a field goal attempt. As 2 ticks will take us under 10 minutes to go in the half. The field goal is up and good. Houston back on top now, 17-14. And Cleveland comes out. See how they respond. 3-5-6. Reliable or disciplined? No. It is a meek defense. A sure interception is dropped. Wow. So they will punt it away. But it could have been worse. So punt unit on the field, and Houston will get pinned deep. As we are in crunch time, 3-3-4 is the roll. Solid offense, no. Mild or undisciplined defense, no. So they're going to punt. As 2 ticks come off the clock. Houston is inefficient, but they're winning right now, so they won't be able to use up an extra tick of the clock. Here is the punt. And now Cleveland comes out in average field positions. They got 2 ticks on the clock. However, they are efficient, so they can manipulate the clock if need be. Poor field position, no. Inept defense, they're semi-inept. We got the dot. That's going to be a touchdown pass, and that will be just as time expires in the half. Here is the extra point, is up and good. And so Cleveland takes the lead 21-17 as we head into the locker room for the half. All right, so Cleveland scored 14 points. Houston scored 10 in the quarter. All right, and we're at halftime. Cleveland trying to defend their King of the Hill crown, and they will get the kickoff to start the second half, and they'll be in average field position to do that. See if they can extend their lead for the first time. Actually, they have not led yet. They have either been trailing or tied so far. Oh, but chance to go ahead here. 3-4-6. Great field position. No. Erratic offense or disciplined defense. So Houston actually does have a disciplined defense. So instead of a field goal attempt, it's going to be a punt as the Houston defense holds them on third down. Punt unit out, and Houston will take back over in average field position. They're looking to retake the lead. Staunch defense, no. That's going to be a touchdown run. And Houston back out on top. Let's see. They're up by 2, so they'll kick the extra point. And they are now up 24-21. Cleveland will take back over in average field position. Now trailing again, 3-4-5. Dynamic or home offense, yes. So they will drive down the field and get into field goal range. And a chance to tie the game. Yes, that is up and good. And we're knotted up at 24 apiece. With a little over 5 minutes left in the third quarter. All right, Houston's offense back on the field in average field position. Not a solid offense. Not mild or undisciplined defense. So they're going to have to punt. Under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And Cleveland will come back out on the field in average field position. And they're going to have to punt it away. There's the 1-2-3. 2 ticks come off the clock. And they will pin Houston deep. So minute 15 left on the clock here in the third quarter. 3-4-4, secure home offense. No, not a passive defense. That's going to be a fumble. And this will take us into the fourth quarter. Let's see. So Cleveland scored, 3 points in the quarter? And Houston scored 7. All right, but now they have fumbled it away. And, but it's deep in Cleveland territory, so Cleveland will get the ball, but they will be in poor field position to start this. 4-6-6, staunch defense, no. Impressive drive, ends with a great pass and catch. Touchdown, Cleveland. And it is a long drive. All right, so they're back in the lead. Here's the extra point. Or I should say they take the lead for the first time. The extra point is good. And they are now on top, 31-24. Oh, and I should have rolled the red die to see if it took 2 more ticks off. It does not. Okay. Here's the kickoff back to Houston. 15. Oh, this might be in the open. And it is. Cuts up field. Oh, caught. Or can't beat the last man. So Houston will be in great field position to start this drive. A little under 10 minutes to go in the game. 3-5-6, reliable or disciplined offense. Oh, they're semi-disciplined, but they didn't get the dot. Not a meek defense. Oh, that's going to be a big interception. And 4 ticks come off the clock. Oh, and actually an additional tick is going to come off the clock because they are inefficient and they are losing. All right, let's see what happens on the interception. Defender has modest return before sliding to the ground. So Cleveland with the lead with the ball in average field position. Let's see, there are 2 ticks on the clock and they are efficient. So this game's probably over. And yes, they will just be able to kneel. Well, let me make sure it's not a... it would be a field goal attempt. All right, so they will just kneel it out. And there's the end of the game. And Cleveland holds on to the King of the Hill title. And they will be back next week to defend their crown. Let's go back up top. And we'll update the standings in real time. All right, so New England gets the win. Oh, gets the loss. Lost my head there for a sec. Baltimore got the win. And Cleveland gets a win over Houston. All right, so there we go. So Cleveland now has a kind of a lock on their division, full 3 games up over Pittsburgh. And unfortunately for New England, they had a golden opportunity to pull within a game of Buffalo, but was not to be. All right, so that's going to be all for now. I hope everybody has a good Labor Day, is able to safely enjoy the time here. We actually have a pretty decent day here in the New England area, so I'll be heading outside for the afternoon, but wanted to get this game up. I'll be back on Wednesday. We're going to have wrestling back on the show, and then might have something special going on Friday, so stay tuned for that. But until next time, thank you everybody who tuned in. Thanks for all your support. Hope you have a great Labor Day. And until next time, get out there, have fun, play games, and I'll see you after further review. Have a good one, everybody.